better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we gon' blow your mind. 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 We gon' blow.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, two guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Rodgers with a keeper. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the tight end Ebron in motion. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So Herman Moore, his first grab of the game, and back in his day, he shattered all the Lions' receiving records.
And he did it with a number of different quarterbacks. He was the target for defenses to adjust to. And I guess the best way to put it is, Herman Moore, that guy, could play in today's game and be just as successful.
And the tight end Ebron in motion. A first down carry by Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because, really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now Rodgers to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He hits more on the screen. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And incomplete here on third down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
They'll come out in the pistol. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Tony Dorsett, 47 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he'll bang that one through. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
So 2nd and 10 here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to take it. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Alone to the right is Jones. On first down, Rodgers trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He'll get it in the hands of Baldwin. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Rodgers going to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. That goes for a gain of 31.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. 2nd down now after the pass completion. And now they're in the hurry up. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He hits Baldwin right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Now this time, Rodgers will throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Here's a direct snap to Elliott. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rushers, Jamal Charles on the carry. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
26.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers surveying the field. He's going to rifle one deep left. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Hauschka's kick is good. So well, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry. So we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On did the kicking team get it? Yes! The onside kick works like a charm. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Rodgers now on first down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. It's caught. Baldwin. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Rodgers again now. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to look. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Marvin Jones, 36 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And his kick is right through. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key third down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Caught left side, Williams. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
You have to love and admire the effort because he almost broke free in the backfield, but you also have to love and admire what the defense did. Swarmed the play and made sure he couldn't get anywhere. A loss of yardage.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Back now in Arlington. Second down, 9 yards to go. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. To throw is Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Here's Rodgers to throw. And Cook has it left side. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. For the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Rodgers stepping up. He's going to keep it. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold them, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
And they hand it off to Dorsett. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tony Dorsett, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Moore, the man in motion. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's going to be... And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
He's back to throw. And that is caught. Herman Moore. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. On the sneak, Rodgers. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is,
Terrence Williams. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Fielded about a yard deep. Spinning past him. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Finding time. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Rob Ninkovich in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
Live like it's Mardi Gras and go dumb with my whole squad and don't need the R&R. To regular life, I say au revoir. Hey, living life in the fast lane. May your pain only beat. So please come join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just stop. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey! Do what you wanna do. Do what you wanna do. I think I'm gonna do something crazy. Come by, bring a rack. New grill and a bunch of snacks. And where we going, you don't need a map. You don't need...
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, the old reliable Devin Hester, the veteran. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second down following the run. Throwing now is Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. Safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
And that play was vintage Derrick Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
On second down, here's Carr. He's got time. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Julius Peppers in there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up third down. On third down, Henry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. The give, this is Dorsett, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Paul has it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And Jones has it over the middle. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be a San Francisco first down. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they're up and 10. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that leads to a San Francisco first down. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll be a San Francisco first down. On first down, Rodgers. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And that's going to be incomplete. Niles Paul, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Play clock winding down. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air. And the spot will be inside the 35. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a 1st.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Tony Dorsett, 58 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Carr throwing on second down. Escaping the pressure right. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That was a big conversion there on third down, and I remember playing, and all the time on the sidelines, you hear a coach calling for the punt team to get ready on third down because you can't call for it on fourth down. It's too late getting on the field. So a lot of times you're lining up, and the offense can see you lining up. Occasionally it serves as motivation for them. I'm not letting these guys back out here. I want to keep the ball in offense, and that's exactly what they did.
To throw his Carr, surveying the field. He's going to try and go deep again. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. What? And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun now on third down, Carr eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Cordero Patterson as time expires in the first half. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Did I just see all of that happen? Did I just see the pass, the catch in the end zone for a touchdown, the clock go to zeros? All we've got now is the PAT left.
Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A gain of 6 there on first. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. The tackle by Brian Dawkins.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Knox in the house, right? And I go by the name of Wyclef. I bought the band.
tough and not a bluffer. I want you to be my, don't